Welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah, let's jump right in. Imagine delivering a flawless 4K presentation in 175 languages. You capture every nuance of your voice and facial expression. The catch: you are fast asleep in bed while it happens.
That scenario actually sounds like pure science fiction today.
Yeah.
But we are looking at a blueprint that makes it real. We are deconstructing a March 2026 guide by Max Ann. It is titled HeyGen AI Avatar Guide. It deeply explores hyper-realistic self-cloning.
It really is a massive leap forward. We are definitively moving past basic digital manipulation.
Right. Our mission today is to deconstruct this exact workflow. We want to build a high-fidelity digital twin, one that mirrors your authentic behavior perfectly. This lets you step out of the content creation grind.
Beat.
I still wrestle with prompt drift myself, honestly, but this new workflow feels very different.
It is different, yeah. It heavily relies on your actual physical presence to build the model.
This brings up a really fascinating baseline problem. Before we build the clone, we need context. What is the AI actually looking at when it studies us?
Well, that gets to the core of the illusion. We have completely shifted away from basic 2019 deepfakes. Those were essentially just flat digital masks over stock footage. Now we are looking at a holistic simulation of human behavior.
A fundamentally deeper level of analysis.
Exactly. The platform relies heavily on HeyGen's Avatar V engine. This operates as a highly sophisticated multimodal system.
Meaning AI that learns from video and audio at the exact same time.
Right, and that synchronization is what makes it convincing. The system intensely analyzes 3 distinct layers simultaneously. The very first layer focuses entirely on your face. It carefully studies your exact lip shapes. It watches your jaw micro-movements during word emphasis.
It maps the physical physics of your speech patterns. It notices when you subtly tense your cheek muscles.
Yeah, and the second layer shifts to your voice. It captures your baseline pitch and natural tone. It essentially maps out your completely unique acoustic DNA.
Wow, catching those slight vocal fry moments. So what exactly is the third layer?
The third layer focuses on your broader physical mannerisms. It intently watches your subtle head tilts while thinking. It carefully maps your resting posture. It even catches those slight subconscious gestures you make.
So it is a highly dynamic behavioral model, definitely not just a static face-reading text. Does analyzing these micro-movements actually bridge the uncanny valley, or does it still feel slightly artificial?
They fix that lingering artificiality with the Voice Doctor tool. It utilizes a framework known as performance intelligence. You can inject highly targeted emotional inflections into the clone. You can easily choose a high-energy sales pitch, for example. It radically changes the delivery to make it feel entirely human.
So emotional context is the final bridge to true realism.
That is exactly how you should think about it. Beat.
Because the AI actively learns your behavior, your input matters. The quality of what you feed the engine determines everything. Garbage in, garbage out.
That is the ultimate unbreakable rule here. The biggest mistake people consistently make is using a shaky webcam.
They just assume the AI will magically fix the lighting.
They do, and it ruins the foundational model completely. 4K source footage is the strict, non-negotiable 2026 standard. You have to absolutely avoid pixel crawl around the mouth. You really need to use a high-end smartphone or mirrorless camera.
Got it. And the specific recording rules are surprisingly strict.
Yeah, the source clip needs to be 15 seconds to 2 minutes long. You must also wear exactly what you want the clone to wear permanently.
I understand the physical requirements, but there is also a secret to the rhythm.
Yes. The pacing of your natural breathing is incredibly crucial. You must consciously slow down your delivery slightly. You need to leave distinct, natural pauses between your sentences. That deliberate pacing is how the AI learns your natural breathing patterns.
It gives the system incredibly clean data. Then we move directly into the audio polish phase.
Right. You absolutely have to run your audio through Adobe Podcast Enhance. It is a highly powerful, free browser tool. You must do this before uploading the file to HeyGen.
It strips away the distracting background noise from your room.
Exactly. Clean audio ensures the synthetic voice has elite clarity. There is zero background hum for the AI to get confused by.
There's also a mandatory identity verification step.
HeyGen strictly requires a 30-second webcam verification process. You have to prove you aren't cloning someone else. It is a vital, non-negotiable safety measure against identity theft.
Why does slowing down our natural speaking pace ironically make the AI clone look more natural?
Well, the AI needs clear demarcations. It has to know when sentences end and breaths happen. If you blur words together, the rendering becomes stiff and mechanical, trying to keep up.
Clear pauses give the behavioral engine the space it needs to render naturally.
You completely nailed the underlying mechanics. 2-sec silence.
Once the platform finally has your pristine audio and video, you are ready. You are fully ready to script the digital twin's performance.
This brings us directly into generation and the finishing polish. We are talking about the power of one-prompt production here. You can actually trigger full 4K videos directly inside ChatGPT, or you can use Claude Code.
This happens via the newly released HeyGen Skills API. It removes so much friction from the creation process.
It really does. For the scripting phase, you simply paste your written text, but you must manually add deliberate pauses after each sentence, and you must always ensure the system is rendering on Avatar 4.
Because the older Avatar 3 model is noticeably weaker.
It is significantly weaker when you look at the microexpressions. Avatar 4 is the unquestioned new standard.
It's like stacking Lego blocks of data. You build the script structure very intentionally to get the best result.
I really love that specific analogy. There's also a major pro hack that power users rely on. You should ideally record your own voice reading the script aloud. Upload that audio track directly into the system.
Rather than using the default AI-generated voice track.
Right, and it gives you the absolute maximum level of behavioral realism. The visual clone perfectly uses your actual recorded pacing. There is a minor rendering bug you need to watch out for, though.
I noticed that glitch myself. What exactly happens with that bug?
The avatar's mouth slightly keeps moving for a second after the dialogue ends. You just easily fix it by trimming the last few frames in post-production.
It's a tiny bit of manual editing. We also have some really great visual customization options.
You should absolutely always add generated auto captions to your final video. They are highly crucial for mute viewing and accessibility. You can also seamlessly swap out the digital backgrounds, but you must note that background swaps soften the edges around the avatar slightly.
And there are two distinct ways to add new looks to your twin.
Method A requires filming a completely new video in the desired outfit. This gives you perfectly authentic, hyper-realistic lip-sync data. Method B uses an entirely AI-generated image for the visual base. It gives you unlimited creative freedom for building environments, but it unfortunately offers a noticeably lower level of behavioral realism.
If I use an AI-generated image to put my clone in a spacesuit, how much realism am I actually sacrificing?
You lose the genuine physical expressions and lip-sync precision because the AI is projecting movement onto a static 2D image rather than referencing real 4K video data.
You trade authentic micro-expressions for infinite creative environments.
Exactly. It is a very deliberate aesthetic trade-off. Sponsor.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Now that we have a flawless, highly customized clone, let us go further. Let us unlock its most powerful capability. Breaking international language barriers.
This is exactly where the technology gets truly wild to think about. They use the Precision Translation 3.0 engine. The digital clone doesn't just read loosely translated text.
It does something significantly more complex than traditional video dubbing. Traditional dubbing always has that awkward disconnect.
Yeah, it literally resynthesizes your actual natural voice from the ground up. It carefully keeps your exact conversational tone and acoustic rhythm, and it completely resyncs the physical lip movements to flawlessly match the new foreign words. It can confidently do this for well over 175 different languages. That includes French, German, and Mandarin.
It meticulously preserves your specific regional nuances. A completely seamless auditory and visual translation experience.
Whoa. Imagine scaling to 1 billion queries or 1 billion viewers perfectly in their native tongue. It is profoundly mind-blowing to think about the global reach.
The professional use cases for this are absolutely massive. It completely changes the arithmetic of global media distribution.
Independent creators can seamlessly publish to a global audience almost instantly. Course creators can easily update entire video lessons without ever re-recording anything physically. They simply edit a text script and the avatar handles the rest.
Corporate marketing teams suddenly get a perfectly articulate 247 global spokesperson.
Right, reaching massive new markets without any travel budgets whatsoever. The financial savings are genuinely staggering.
How does the system handle a language like Mandarin, where the tonal shifts completely change the meaning of a word?
The precision engine maps the translation first, then adjusts the physical jaw movements to match the specific phonetic demands of that new language, rather than just dubbing audio over English lip movements.
It completely reconstructs the physical performance to match the new language.
It really is a total anatomical reconstruction of your face. Beat.
This all sounds like a futuristic digital superpower. But what is the actual friction involved in pulling this off? We need a grounded reality check on integrating this into a daily workflow.
The pricing reality is a highly practical factor to consider here. The heavily advertised free tier only gives you access to old, low-quality legacy models.
It is basically a glorified trial run.
The Creator Plan sits at about $29 a month. It very proudly advertises unlimited videos on the pricing page, but that unlimited claim strictly only applies to the older Avatar 3 model.
People really need to read the fine print before they commit.
They absolutely do. If you want the hyper-realistic Avatar 4, the usage limits are strict. You only get exactly 10 minutes of generation per month on the Creator Plan.
That is a very tight window for any serious creator. What happens after you burn through those 10 minutes?
You are forced to buy individual credit packs. Those digital packs run about $15 for 300 credits, or you can simply choose to get a $99 per month Pro upgrade.
But we must reiterate the undeniable workflow revolution happening here. The operational cost is high, but the creative time saved is equally massive.
What traditionally required a full studio and voice actors has changed. It now takes a simple 2-minute recording in your quiet living room. Your fully polished, multilingual clone is completely ready before lunch.
Is 10 minutes of Avatar 4 generation a month actually enough for a professional creator?
It's perfect for a few highly polished client messages or weekly updates, but daily content creators or massive ad campaigns will absolutely need to buy credit packs or upgrade.
It's enough for quality, but heavy volume requires a real budget.
That is the ultimate, undeniable bottom line to sex silence.
Let us take a moment to recap the big idea here. The core thesis of this comprehensive guide is very clear today. The concept of a digital twin is no longer a fun little gimmick. It is a highly sophisticated, completely holistic behavioral model.
It effortlessly scales your finite time and your physical presence globally. It detaches your physical body from your ultimate digital output capabilities.
It only requires clean 4K input to get the foundation started, and a genuine willingness to thoughtfully step away from the physical camera entirely.
Yeah, it fundamentally gives you your absolute most valuable asset back. It gives you your time back.
If your AI clone can communicate your ideas flawlessly in any language without fatigue, what becomes the unique value of your real-time, flawed, physical presence in the future? To sex silence. Thank you for joining us on this highly fascinating deep dive today. I heavily encourage you to look closely at the media you actively consume. Observe how often you might already be watching AI clones without even realizing it. The underlying rendering technology is already here. Stay profoundly curious. Keep actively questioning the rapidly shifting digital world all around you.